Hi, my name is Jen Cintrón and I am a singer, a musician, and also a professional tarot reader. And this is my story about signs. Now, as a professional tarot reader, I have many different stories that I could tell about this because signs are my bread and butter, literally. But I will tell you a story a little bit about the first time that I received a sign from somebody who had crossed over from the other side. That was really, really interesting for me, and it just happened one day. I was at Bastille Days with all of the noise and like the crowd all around me and like the big stage happening behind me. This lady, she was an older woman. She was wearing sunglasses. She was stony-faced. She didn't tell me anything. She just wanted a general open reading. And so I did a Celtic Cross, which is a really good overview spread with 10 cards. And in the the eighth position, which is the position about your environment, the Empress card was showing up. Now, the Empress represents the mother, and to me, that felt like it was her actual mother, like being around her and like giving her help and support. And she was completely stony-faced, and she said that is not possible because my mother passed away 5 years ago, and I completely lost my faith in spirit after she passed away because she didn't come visit me. I didn't see her, and I just felt this like rush of energy and emotions, and like I started crying, and I was telling her, but she is not able to just appear to you in like a full body apparition. She's been sending you signs however she can, like through butterflies, through songs on the radio, or like a dream or a painting of her favorite flower just when you were thinking about her. So it's little signs like that that she's been trying to send to you, and I'm just like sitting there sobbing and crying, and I had never experienced anything like this before. After she stood up, I had to stand up myself and kind of like shake it off and stomp my feet to kind of like ground myself to be able to continue to work. But after that, every now and then, more like messages would come from people from the other side through my cards that I was not expecting. This was not something that I set out to do. It just kind of happened. So there was this tarot readers conference that I attend every year out in New York City, and a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, one of the main presentations was about unlocking ancestral memories. The presenter was Benabel Wen, whom you should look up. She is amazing. But in any case, we did a spread to connect with one of our ancestors, the one that we were closest to. And the one that came through for me was my great-great-grandmother Pascasia. And she answered the question, who are you, with the card the Hierophant, which is the fifth card in the major arcana. And so ever since then, my mediumship readings have been like amped up because she's been helping me with that, and she keeps sending me signs by either rolling fives on the dice when I use those for divination, or throwing me the Hierophant card all the time to kind of like make her presence known. And so the next year that I went to the conference, at the very last session, I decided to sit at table number 5 thinking about my great-great-grandma, and I told the people at the table the story about how like she always like keeps sending me signs with the Hierophant ever since that conference the prior year. And so for the last giveaway of the conference, they had one person from each table come up, and everybody in my table was shy, so I said, sure, my Leo ass will go up there, right? So I go up there and I grab one of the bracelets that they were giving away, and I grabbed the one that was coded for the Hierophant with that essence, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was completely geeking out and freaking out. I go back to the table, I put it on the table, it's the Hierophant, you guys. We're at table number 5, and my great-great-grandma like is always throwing me 5s, and here we have the Hierophant. This is crazy. So we were supposed to draw a major arcana. Whoever drew the highest major arcana would win the bracelet for that table. So everybody was drawing from the top, which is quicker, and so the card to beat was card number 16, the Tower. And so I said, ooh, give me Judgment. I fan my cards out on the table instead of drawing from the top, and so I start pulling from the middle, and I said, ooh, give me Judgment. And I pulled minor arcana after minor arcana after I pulled 10 minor arcana cards, and I was like, what the heck? And something told me, grab from the top. And I grabbed the card from the top, and it was the Judgment card, the one that I had asked for. So I won that bracelet, and it is one of my most prized possessions. I wear it all the time. It is this blue and red and clear one that I have here as a reminder that I am supported by my ancestors in this work that I do. So thank you for listening to my story, and I hope that you join us at Company Brewing on October 10th for more stories about signs.